WHY your savings account is losing money even when the balance goes up. There's a woman named Rachel who did everything right. She graduated, got a job, and the first thing she did was open a savings account at the same bank her parents used. She set up a direct deposit. She automated a transfer every payday, $200 a month, without fail, for 3 years. She never touched it. She never rated it for a vacation or a couch or a car upgrade. She did the thing every financial article in the history of the internet has told her to do. Last month, she checked the balance. $8,400. Up from zero. And she felt, for just a second, like she was falling behind. She couldn't explain it. The number went up. She did everything right. And somehow the account felt smaller than it should. Rachel isn't wrong. She's just missing a word for what's happening to her. By the end of this video, you're going to have that word. You're going to understand the exact mechanism draining her account without touching the balance. And you're going to know precisely where to move the money so it stops happening tonight. My name is Nick, and what Rachel is experiencing has a name. I call it the silent drain. And once you see it, you will never look at a savings account the same way again. Let's start with the thing nobody explains when you open a savings account. The bank shows you one number, your balance. What it does not show you is a second number sitting right next to it, shrinking the first one in real time. That second number is inflation. And the gap between those two numbers is what's actually happening to your money. Here's the mechanics stripped down to its bones. Inflation is the rate at which the purchasing power of a dollar falls. If inflation runs at 3% this year, the net result is that your money is losing roughly 2.6% of its real value every single year. Silently, with no notification, no line item, no fee disclosure. That gap between what inflation takes and what your bank gives back is the silent drain. Rachel deposited $7,200 over 3 years. $200 a month. Her bank paid her an average of about 0.4% annually. She earned maybe $180 in interest over the full 3 years. That's the number her bank is proud of. She needed $720 in real returns just to stay flat. She got $180. She is $540 behind where she started. In real terms, even though the balance says $8,400, she did not save money. She stored money in a place that charges an invisible fee called inflation. Banks take your deposits and lend them out at much higher rates. The spread between what they pay you and what they charge borrowers is how they make money. When the Federal Reserve raised interest rates aggressively starting in 2022, mortgage rates doubled. Auto loan rates jumped. Credit card rates hit record highs. Deposit rates moved like they were walking through concrete. The big bank savings rates went from near zero to around 0.4%. Record profits. Your savings rate stayed at 0.4%. Inertia is the product. Your laziness is the margin. The Fed raises rates to fight inflation. Her rent goes up. Her car payment goes up. Her credit card rate goes up. But her savings account barely moved. She is paying for the inflation fight on both sides of her balance sheet and winning on neither. Americans hold roughly $17 trillion in deposits at U.S. banks, the majority earning under 1%. That is over $400 billion in silent wealth destruction across American households every single year. A meaningful chunk of American savers are not sitting at 0.4%. High-yield savings accounts at online banks have been paying between 4% and 5%. Knowledge was the variable, not access, not income, not sophistication, just knowing to ask the question Rachel never thought to ask. A savings account is not a neutral place to store money. It is a product with a return. The big banks have spent decades conditioning you to look at the balance and feel good. Saving is not depositing. Saving is preserving purchasing power. Check your current savings rate. Log into your account. Find the APY on your savings account. Write it down. Open a high-yield savings account at an online bank. The application takes about 10 minutes. For money you won't touch for at least 6 months, look at Treasury bills through treasurydirect.gov. Watch 2 numbers, the CPI release and the current Fed funds rate. Rachel checked her account last month and felt something she couldn't name. That feeling was real. She's moving her money this week. The application takes 10 minutes. The default is set to 0.4%. Change the default